How are you doing, Tanya?
Well, I feel a little swollen around the belly, but otherwise I'm fine.
I see. Well, it's not long now until you pop. I'm glad you're healthy. I was worried because you were feeling rough quite often with the second child.
I guess so. I never had problems like that when I was pregnant with Julie. I suppose it varies from child to child. Lately, Julie has been saying she really wants to spend more time with her daddy. I wish you didn't have to work so much.
I know. I'm sorry. I wish I could spend more time with her too. It seems like she's really excited to be a big sister though. She's always looking at the baby's ultrasound. She's always saying that she can't wait for the baby to be born. Oh.
I see. I'm glad she's looking forward to it. They often say that when a baby is born, the elder children can revert to being babies. So I was a little worried.
I'm sure she'll be fine. I can't believe she's already 10 years old now. Time flies.
You're right. Oh yeah, what happened to the business trip? Is it still happening?
Yeah, unfortunately. I'm really sorry. Mabel says I should go since I'm the project manager.
Nothing you can do about it, I guess. If this project goes well, you might get that promotion, right? You've been working so hard towards this, Bruce. They're expecting big things of you at work. You have to prove them right.
Thank you, Tanya. So, I mentioned this before. I'm a little worried about leaving you on your own this late into your pregnancy. I just wanted to make sure you were still planning to stay with your parents while I'm gone.
Yep. I asked my parents, and if anything, they were thrilled. They said they'll be more than happy to have their granddaughter around for a month. Dad even says he can take Julie to school.
So it's okay?
Yeah, no problem. They said they've been bored since retiring.
I still feel bad. You're having to go stay with your parents at this important stage because of my career. I wish I could help you more. I wish you could just stay at home and get your mom to help out, like when you were pregnant with Julie. It's not as if your parents live very far away.
It's fine. If I'm with my parents, they can help out with anything. I'm a little worried about my health this time, too.
Okay. We'll be apart for a while, but we'll get through this together. I love you, Tanya.
Hey, Julie. The baby was kicking a lot today. She's getting strong. She'll be born soon.
Really? I'm excited!
Did Daddy tell you we're staying with Grandma and Grandpa?
Yes. Daddy is busy with work, right?
That's right. We have to say bye to Daddy for a while. Is that okay?
Yes! Daddy said he would play with me lots when we go home. It's okay.
I see. Grandpa will pick you up tomorrow.
Okay, Mommy.
Morning, Bruce. We'll get home by 3 p.m. Julie's really excited to see Daddy after so long. Make sure you spend lots of time with her when we get home. I can't unlock the front door. Is it broken? Can you open the door? Aren't you at home?
I changed the locks, so don't come in. Just go away.
Huh? What are you talking about? Have you got some surprise planned for us?
Look, I'm telling you to go away.
Hey, what is this? Did something happen? Just let us in. It's raining and the kids are going to get wet.
Not happening. This isn't you or the kids' home anymore. So just scram. Comprende?
I don't get it. What is happening? I've gone to a neighbor's house for now to get out of the rain. You need to explain everything.
Explain? Maybe you have some idea why I'm doing this.
What are you trying to say? You just kicked your own children out of your house. Are you crazy?
My children? Liar. Just tell me honestly. They're not actually my kids, are they?
What?
I got a feeling that something was off when the eldest was born. Julie doesn't look like me at all. The baby looks even less like me. That's how I know.
Now wait a second. Are you accusing me of cheating on you? What proof do you have?
The fact that you're getting so defensive is suspicious.
You love Julie so much.
That's because I thought she was my own daughter.
I can't believe this. I'm calling my parents. I'll also let your parents know about this.
Why are you trying to get one step ahead of me? You're just going to give them your biased story, right? I'll do the explaining. You should just take care of your spawn.
Spawn?
Just don't come back home today. Got it?
We can't go home? But Daddy, you promised to play with me. You said you would play with me after we got home.
Julie?
Did you argue with Mommy? You have to make up. Mr. Barnes told me at school. He said you have to say sorry after a fight.
Julie, look. Your mommy is the bad one here. Mommy lied to Daddy.
Lied?
I'm not really your daddy, Julie. So never call me Daddy again. You little brat.
Hey! What are you saying to your own child? Julie's really upset and she's crying. Have you lost your mind during the last month?
I haven't lost my mind. I'm calm. If anything, I've gone back to being my real self.
What do you mean? You were such a loving husband and father, but was that all a lie? Do you remember our wedding vows? For better or for worse? You said those words too.
Ugh, you're so annoying. Shut up. Don't text me anymore.
Wait, how can I accept any of this? Bruce!
All that garbage about the kids not being yours. I get it now. I know everything. I understand the reason you completely changed character. Huh? There's no mystery to solve here. Your unfaithfulness is reason enough. I told you we were let inside by a neighbor for shelter from the rain. It was Leona, the mom I know from Julie's school. Opposite our house and one to the right. So? While we were at my parents', Leona said she happened to see something when she was driving home. She saw you letting a woman into our house. I wondered what you were going to start saying. But don't you start accusing me just because I caught you. Or maybe you women want to work together to incriminate me, then push all the blame onto the man. That's why housewives are so annoying. They don't know how to do anything except spread stupid rumors. I have proof. What? Leona's dashcam. I checked it just in case. I could see it clear as day. I saw the woman's face and I was surprised. Your ex-girlfriend, right? I think her name was Amelia. It was my co-worker. It's not Amelia. You're mistaking her for someone else. I knew Amelia in high school and college, so I know her face well. She still had her distinctive beauty mark on her face. There was no mistaking it. I can ask my college friends and find out Amelia's contact details. I'll send her the dashcam footage. I'll ask her to confirm that it is her. I could get a private investigator if I need to. Fine, I get it. Amelia did come to the house. Are you happy? No, I'm not happy. You need to explain. You said all that stuff about the kids. But it wouldn't have been that hard to prove they were yours. A paternity test would have done it. I don't know why you started spouting such nonsense. You need to tell me why you did all this. Oh, shove off. You're so bossy. Are you my mother? I guess childbirth turns women into boring mothers. They lose all their attractiveness, lol. Amelia, on the other hand, is so lovely. There's no comparison. So, you tricked me to be with Amelia. Then you tried to pin the blame on me and divorce me. You are an awful person.
Julie's so young, but you said those hurtful things to her. You really are scum.
Shut up! You don't understand me at all. Not a single thing. So don't you judge me.
Then explain. You're just repeating the same garbage. Come on, talk.
I've been patient this whole time.
Huh? Patient?
I don't even like kids. But it's better for your career if you have the image of a family man. In this day and age, you don't know where information might leak. So, I had to play the perfect father and husband at work and at home. It was all for my career. It was agony for me to live a lie to do that. But as soon as you guys went off to your parents' place, I enjoyed my newfound freedom. When I got home, suddenly it didn't feel so cramped anymore. I could just spontaneously go out for drinks in the night or meet up with friends whenever. It was the most freedom I had since I was single.
Is that when you met with Amelia again?
Yeah. She was just the same as when I met her. It was like traveling back to my bachelor days. Everything was peachy. I had so much fun all the time. But when you guys came home, that fun time was going to be over. I couldn't go back to living in a cage like before. So I kicked you out so I didn't have to go back to that cage.
I see now. So you got drunk on your temporary freedom. You've got your head in the clouds. I can see that it's still all the way up there. Because you're still not behaving rationally.
I'm glad that you get it now. We should get divorced. Then I'll be free of you and I can live the life I want.
Why don't you just go ahead and do that? I don't want to live with you anymore either. But make sure you pay child support. I'll also be suing for emotional damages.
Not a problem at all. No skin off my nose. Well, we're both in agreement. We've mutually decided to divorce. There'll be no trouble down the line. Let's not dig up our past and hold it against each other. We don't need to fight needlessly.
You just want to settle out of court, right? You'd be worse off doing things properly, wouldn't you? You're pathetic. Whatever.
Hey, Tanya. How are you?
Who is this?
It's me. Bruce. Don't play dumb. You know who I am.
Oh yes, long time no see. I almost forgot about you. I did want to forget about you completely. I thought it was about time that you'd get in touch.
You were waiting for me to contact you? How sweet.
Don't try to twist this in a way that makes you look good. I just thought you'd wake up soon. I thought you'd come crying to me like a pathetic loser. Did you enjoy your freedom? How's Amelia doing?
You don't need to ask. You know, don't you?
Of course. I hear Amelia left you. Why? Why don't you tell me the reason?
Well, you started suing Amelia for emotional damages. So we got into an argument.
I see. But couldn't you see that coming? I did tell you I'd be suing for emotional damages. You agreed that it was all right, didn't you?
But I didn't think you meant you were going to sue Amelia. I didn't think that far.
Isn't it obvious that I would do that to my cheating husband and his affair partner? Oh, but it did seem like you were drunk that day. Your head was in the clouds, so it looks like you didn't think it through.
It's as you say. Something was wrong with me. Please, let me fix this. I'm back to my normal self.
No, because you already destroyed the bonds that held this family together. And we've already divorced. Now we're strangers.
Please, I'm at my wit's end. I hate going home to an empty house. I get home tired after work. There's no dinner ready and the house is a mess. There's no family to welcome me home. I'm going crazy from the loneliness.
Oh, okay.
I mean it. I'm really struggling mentally. Maybe that's why work isn't going so well. I'm being treated coldly by my coworkers.
Oh yeah, that. I don't think it's your mental state. I just think your coworkers don't like you. That whole thing about you being a scumbag who would literally lock out his family from their home. All your coworkers know.
Huh? Why? Did you tell everyone at my company? What do you think you're doing? It was a mutually agreed upon divorce.
I haven't done anything. Remember Leona, who helped us shelter from the rain that day? It seems like she spread rumors everywhere about the whole thing.
What?
Leona knows someone at your company. I guess that person must have told everyone else who works there. You can't stop a rumor once it starts. That perfect image of yourself that you built is now ruined. I don't think they can fire you for infidelity, but you've certainly lost everyone's trust. Oh, by the way, wasn't there talk of a promotion a while back?
No way. Tanya, please, take me back. If you don't, my life is finished. But if you guys stay by my side, I'm sure we can rebuild everything. Just give me a chance. I want to see the kids. I want to talk to you, Tanya.
No.
Why? I'm begging you. Why won't you listen to me? Do you care what happens to me? Have some mercy.
Quit whining. You're being so childish. You little brat.
Hey, Mommy? Did you speak to Daddy?
Yeah.
What did Daddy say?
He says he wants to see you and the baby. Hey, Julie? Do you want to see Daddy?
I wanted to before.
But not anymore?
I heard you and Grandpa talking about Daddy. Daddy did a really bad thing, didn't he?
You're right. He did a terrible thing. He made you so upset, Julie. He really upset Mommy, too.
Yes, I know. I saw you crying at night, Mommy. Mr. Barnes told me. After you fight, you should say sorry and make up. But when someone does something really bad, saying sorry isn't enough. Daddy did something really bad, right? So I don't think I should see Daddy until he's really sorry.
Are you sure?
Yes. I want Daddy to say sorry and he should mean it.
I see. That's very mature, Julie. I think you're the most grown up in our family. When Bruce's parents heard how he treated us, they were furious with him, of course. They disowned him, and he didn't receive a shred of support from them after that. At his company, it seemed the rumors really affected his career. Shortly after, Bruce was demoted and stationed at some faraway office in the countryside. His promotion was no more, and he got a pay cut. But he won't be able to quit because he needs to keep making his child support payments. He needs to continue redeeming himself until Julie forgives him one day. As for me, I'm helping at my father's company and working towards qualifications for elderly care. I'm working hard to ensure I can earn a good salary in the future. My youngest is still small, so she's a handful. I'm just glad Julie is old enough to be like a second mother to her. She's been great with taking care of her. Us three girls plan to keep on supporting each other as a family.
Hey, Michelle? Your little girl, Riley, was standing outside my house crying. What's going on?
Oh, I'm sorry, Nicole. I forgot to message you. Lol. I'm so glad you were home and noticed her.
But what's going on here? Why is she here? Why would she be alone outside my house at this hour? In fact, when did she get here? She felt so cold when I let her in.
Well, let's see. I left my house this morning around 5:30, so we probably got to your house around 6 a.m., I suppose.
What? So she was waiting outside my front door for nearly an hour and a half? It may be summertime, but the mornings are really cold. Why would you not speak to me before leaving your daughter here? She's only 4 years old. She can't reach the doorbell. Are you insane?
And I was sleeping at 6 a.m. There's no way a 4-year-old girl could knock loud enough to wake me up. My bedroom is on the other side of the house. It's not even just that it was cold out there. Someone could have come by and easily taken her. Yeah, but nothing bad happened, right? So what's the big deal? Don't get so angry over nothing, lol. Over nothing? Anyway, back to the subject at hand. I'm sorry for not giving you any notice, but I need you to take care of Riley for me for a few days. I should be back 3 days from now. Huh? 3 days? That's quite a request with no notice at all. But I've already left her there. And my husband is overseas on business right now. I'm going on a short vacation. You're the only one I could get to look after Riley for me. Come on, we're friends, right? Help me out! Please! I'm sorry, I can't. You'll have to get her grandparents to take care of her. Your husband's parents live about 30 minutes or so from here, right? I think I recall you telling me that once. Yeah, but I can't do that. Because I'm taking this vacation with my sweetie. Huh? What are you talking about? Didn't you just tell me your husband is overseas on vacation? And if you were going with your husband, why wouldn't you take Riley with you? No, that's not what I mean. Lol. My sweetie isn't my husband. Lol. I mean my boyfriend. Huh? Your boyfriend? So what you're saying is Are you cheating right now? That's why I can't tell my husband, and I definitely can't tell his parents. You can't tell anyone about this either, okay? But you can't do that! And it's not just that. You can't secretly drop your kid off at someone's house and expect them to take care of her. Do you not see anything wrong with that? Don't judge me. I'm sure my husband is off fooling around while he's away on his business trips, too. Us girls have to relieve some stress, too, you know? Lol. I'm sure my husband understands that. So don't worry, everything's fine. I really doubt your husband would be okay with any of this. Look, I don't want to get in the middle of you and your husband's life, so don't bring me into it like this. I don't want any part of what you're doing right now. Why are you being so cold to me? We're both parents. We should help each other out. Anyway, I've already checked my bag at the airport, so I can't go home now. Take good care of Riley for me, okay? What do you mean, take good care of her? I haven't agreed to this. And you want me to look after her for 3 days? You didn't pack her a bag or anything. She has nothing with her. What about a change of clothes? And money for her food? Monday isn't a holiday. She has preschool on Monday, doesn't she? I forgot to pack her bag! Lol! Well, it's no big deal. You have a kid too. Just let her wear some of your kids' clothes. Riley won't care that they're boys' clothes. Lol. And you can drop Riley off at preschool on Monday. If you do that, you're really only looking after her for 2 days, right? So, no problem. Lol. And as far as money for food, a 4-year-old doesn't eat very much. You won't even notice any extra food is gone. That's why I didn't leave you any money for food. Tell you what, I'll buy some really nice souvenirs for you, and we'll call it even. Lol. Let her wear some of my son's clothes? My son is only 2 years old. His clothes won't fit her. And are you saying you had no intentions of paying me for Riley's food or for looking after her for 3 whole days? How good of friends do you think we are? This is ridiculous! It's only 3 days, and you expect me to pay you? I had no idea you were that cheap. And if your son's clothes won't fit her, just give her one of your shirts. An adult's t-shirt will be like a full dress for her. She'll think she's a princess. She'll love it. Problem solved. It's not just that. I don't know anything about your daughter. Does she have any allergies? Any medical problems? If something happens to her, who am I supposed to call? Nicole, I told you. It's only for 3 days. Everything will be fine. Lol.
You worry too much, lol.
But what if something does happen? I can't do this. I'm not looking after her. If you're not going to come back for her, I'm going to take her to your husband's parents' place. Give me their phone number.
Huh? If I told you that, they'd know I was cheating. Lol. I don't want my husband to divorce me, so... no. Lol. I'm not giving you their number. Lol.
Quit screwing around! This is serious!
I told you, I can't come back now. My bag is checked and I'm boarding the plane. It's a domestic flight, so things are really fast at the airport. Sorry, lol. So stop complaining and just look after her for a few days.
I'm telling you, you better quit screwing around. At least give me an emergency number in case something happens. If nothing else, give me your parents' phone number.
Oh, it looks like my cell phone battery is dying. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to shut off my phone now. Give Riley a kiss for mommy. Have a good weekend. Bye. Lol.
Michelle, wait! You can't do this to me!
Hi, Nicole. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm almost back. I brought lots of souvenirs for you.
Michelle, what have you been doing this whole time? I called and messaged you so many times, but you never answered me once!
Sorry about that, lol. The notifications on my phone started getting really annoying, so I blocked you, lol. I just unblocked you now.
What? You blocked me? What if something had happened to Riley? Were you not worried about her? What if there was an emergency and I had to get a hold of you? You drop your daughter off unannounced at someone's house, then you block that person from contacting you? You did all that just so you could focus on your sleazy vacation? Are you not ashamed of yourself? You're horrible!
What's the big deal? Nothing bad happened, did it? I'm on my way over to pick up Riley now, so don't get so angry. Thanks for taking care of her for 3 days. I knew I could count on you. Thanks to you, I had a fantastic time with my boyfriend. We're driving back from the airport now. Get Riley ready. I'll be there soon.
She's not here. Your husband already came and took her back. And I don't know where you're coming back to, because your husband said he's moving out.
Huh?
The very first day you left Riley here, I got in touch with your husband and his parents. He rushed all the way back from overseas. Your daughter is at your husband's parents' place right now. Your husband hired a moving company to clean out his house. He said he's moving back in with his parents until everything gets straightened out. He was pissed.
What? Why? How did you get a hold of my husband? He's overseas! I didn't give you his number!
First, I went around asking all of your neighbors if they had his number. Nobody knew it, so they suggested I contact your daughter's preschool and see if they had an emergency number. I talked to the owner of the preschool. They didn't have his overseas number, but they suggested I tried his social media. I should have thought of that first, because he responded right away.
How dare you! I told you not to tell my husband or his parents what was going on! Why would you do that to me?
I told you. I know nothing about your daughter's medical history. I don't know if she has any allergies or anything. And I told you I would not look after her for 3 days. What part of that didn't you understand?
But I told you everything would be fine. That meant Riley didn't have any conditions you needed to worry about. Why are you so high-strung? It was only 3 days. There was nothing you needed to worry about.
You can't guarantee nothing will happen. You can't guarantee she won't fall and hurt herself. If something happened to her in my house, who do you think would be responsible for it? You didn't ask my permission, and you didn't even pack a bag for her. I'm not going to be responsible for your child. Why wouldn't you have taken her to a family member's house?
I told you why. I didn't want anyone in our family knowing what I was doing. If anyone knew I had a boyfriend, it would eventually get back to my husband. He'd divorce me if he found out.
Oh yeah, you're right about that. That's exactly what he said when I told him about it. About your sleazy, cheating vacation.
What?
He wanted to know why you left Riley with me without my permission. I told him exactly what you were doing. I even sent him screenshots of our chat history. I told you, your husband is moving back in with his parents. What did you think I meant by that? He's getting the divorce papers ready right now. You're kidding. This is a joke, right? This is not happening. Why would you tell him? The right thing to do would be to keep a secret. All I did was answer his questions. And why did you think I wouldn't tell him anyway? You're horrible! I thought you were a pushover. You've never stood up to anyone before. I chose you because you're the most timid person I know. You tricked me! You did exactly what I told you not to do! You're not shy. You're mean. I'm mean? Take a look at yourself and what you did to your daughter and your husband. If you find an abandoned child, the first thing you do is contact the child's parents, right? I did what anyone would do. Are you telling me you dropped your daughter off at my house simply because you thought I was too cowardly to not do anything about it? Also, you could sleep around on your husband while he's away working overseas? You're the coward for doing all that behind your husband's back. Shut up! If he divorces me because of you, I'm suing you. I'm gonna spread so many rumors about you. Everyone you know is gonna start hating you. No one will ever talk to you again. You can't do any of those things. He can't sue me for telling the truth, and everyone is already on my side. What do you mean? Do you have a problem with reading? Because you don't seem to be understanding anything I write. I told you, when I was trying to get your husband's contact info, I went around to everyone in your neighborhood and to your daughter's preschool. I told everyone exactly what had happened and why I needed his contact info. Everyone knows you're cheating on your husband, and they all know how you abandoned your daughter. What? You told everyone what I did? How dare you? You're horrible! I hate you! You better go around and tell everyone you were mistaken. You better take back what you said about me. That's impossible. Everyone already knows. I even showed a few of the people our chat history. They all know it's true. They saw the proof. I think you're the one nobody is gonna ever talk to again. How could you do this to me? I don't have a job. If my husband divorces me, how am I gonna support myself? I'll never find a job. I have no experience. And I'm not going to get anything from my husband in the divorce now that he has proof that I was cheating. And if all my friends stop talking to me too, you've got to lie to everyone for me. Tell my husband and friends it was all just a joke. Yeah, that's it. An elaborate joke. Tell them we photoshopped that chat history. They'll believe you. Sorry, I don't want to get involved in this any further. I never wanted to be a part of this in the first place. This is between you and your husband. Nicole, you have to do something. Please! I'll do anything you want. No thanks. If I were you, I'd start preparing for the worst. Oh no! I think my phone battery is about to die. Sorry, I have to go now. Bye. Hold on! Wait! Nicole! After that, Michelle and her boyfriend arrived at her house. Unfortunately for her, her husband was there waiting for them. He already had the divorce papers ready, along with a lawsuit for compensation money. Michelle's husband got full custody of Riley in the divorce. Her husband had changed the locks on the house and put the place up for sale, so Michelle had no place to go. She had to move into her boyfriend's tiny apartment. But because both her and her boyfriend were getting sued for compensation money, her boyfriend was furious. And they were always fighting with each other about it. It wasn't long before her boyfriend kicked her out of his place, and once again, she had no place to go. Her friends were disgusted with her and the way she abandoned her child, so they refused to help her as well. She came back to my house in a fit of rage. She started throwing things at my house, yelling and causing a big scene. I didn't really care. I just called the police and let them deal with it. She didn't even calm down after they arrived, and she ended up getting arrested. She abandoned her child, cheated on her husband, and somehow blames me for her divorce. The nerve of some people, huh?